How much do you think your actions influence the people around you? Consider it for a moment. Our lives are a continuous dance of actions and reactions, a vibrant tapestry woven from countless threads of decisions, words, and deeds. It's an intricate ballet where every step, every pirouette, every leap has an impact far beyond our immediate sphere. Imagine your actions as ripples on a pond. A single pebble can create waves that reach the furthest bank. Similarly, every word you utter, every decision you make, every action you take, can have a profound effect on your surroundings. Whether it's a simple smile, a kind word, or an act of generosity, these seemingly insignificant gestures can create ripples of positivity and impact. We live in a world where our actions are constantly under scrutiny, where every move we make can be seen and judged. But have you ever thought about who really notices these actions? You might be surprised to find out that it's not your enemies who are paying the most attention. Now that might seem counterintuitive, but let's break it down. You see, in our lives we tend to believe that our actions are under the constant scrutiny of our adversaries. But here's a curveball. It's not your enemies, but your friends, who are more likely to take note of your actions. This concept might seem a little bit strange, so let's use an anecdote to make it more tangible. Consider a public figure. They're always under the spotlight, their every move observed and scrutinized. Now you might think that it's their critics or rivals who are watching them most closely. But in reality, it's their friends, their supporters, their allies, who are paying the keenest attention. Take, for instance, the story of a famous athlete. This athlete was known for his flamboyant style and his knack for attracting attention. People loved him for his audacity, his enemies despised him for the very same reason. But when he decided to make a bold statement by changing his style dramatically, it wasn't his enemies who reacted the most. No, it was his friends, his fans, his supporters. They were the ones who noticed, who reacted, who cared. Why? Because friends are emotionally invested in us. They are the ones who stand by our side, who see us in our best and worst moments. They are the ones who appreciate us for who we are, and who we aspire to be. And so, they are the ones who notice when we change, when we grow, when we strive for attention. Our enemies, on the other hand, are often too consumed with their own agendas to pay close attention to our actions. They might notice, yes, but they don't necessarily care. It's not their admiration or approval we might be seeking, but those of our friends. So remember, the eyes that are most often on you are those of your friends. They notice more, they care more, they react more. Intriguing, isn't it? Now, why do you think it is that your friends notice more than your enemies? It's a question that might seem simple on the surface, but there's actually a lot of depth to it. Firstly, let's talk about proximity. Your friends are often physically closer to you than your enemies. You spend time together, share experiences, and create memories. They're right there, in your immediate environment, observing your actions, your reactions, your habits, and your quirks. It's not that they're scrutinizing every move you make, but they're certainly more likely to pick up on things than someone who's not in your immediate circle. Then, there's emotional connection. Friends are emotionally invested in you. They care about your well-being and want to see you succeed. This emotional bond heightens their awareness of your actions and behaviors. They're more likely to notice if you're not yourself, if you're trying something new, or if you're making an effort to attract attention. Furthermore, it's human instinct to pay attention to those we care about. We're wired to notice changes, no matter how small, in the people we love. It's a survival mechanism, a way of ensuring the well-being of our tribe. So when you're doing something to attract attention, even subconsciously, your friends are naturally more attuned to it. On the other hand, your enemies, or those who don't particularly care for you, don't have the same level of investment. They're not as close, either physically or emotionally, and so they're less likely to notice the subtle changes or efforts you make. But here's the kicker. The people you're trying to impress or intimidate, they're not always the ones who are really watching. More often than not, it's your friends, the people who are in your corner, who notice the most. So it's not about who we are trying to impress or intimidate, it's about who is really watching. So if our friends are the ones really noticing, what does that mean for us? Well, let's dive into this. Firstly, it underscores the importance of authenticity. It's easy to put up a facade, to act in a certain way to draw attention or adulation. But remember, your friends, the ones who are always with you, they see beyond the surface. They see your true self, your strengths, your weaknesses, your joys, and your fears. It's with them that you need to be genuine. Because authenticity breeds trust. And trust is the bedrock of meaningful relationships. Now let's talk about the power of positive influence. We're social creatures, and we're influenced by the people around us, especially our friends. They notice our actions, our habits, our attitudes. If we're consistently positive, if we're kind, if we're hardworking, we can inspire those around us to be the same. Our actions can ripple out, creating a wave of positivity. But it's not just about influencing others, it's also about how our friends' observations can lead to our own growth. Feedback, both positive and negative, is a powerful tool for improvement. When our friends notice our actions, they can provide us with valuable insights about ourselves that we may have overlooked. They can praise our strengths, encouraging us to build on them, and they can point out our weaknesses, challenging us to address them. This concept also makes us ponder on the kind of friends we surround ourselves with. If our friends are the ones really noticing, shouldn't we consider surrounding ourselves with those who uplift us, who challenge us, who want the best for us? In the end, it's all about making our actions count. Every action, every word, every decision, it all adds up. It shapes our character, it influences the people around us, it determines our growth. And it's our friends, those closest to us, who are most affected by it. Your actions speak louder to those who are closer to you, so make them count. Knowing this, how will you choose to act? It's a question that invites introspection, isn't it? We often go about our daily lives acting and reacting without much thought. But what if we took a moment to pause, to consider our actions from the perspective of those around us, our friends who are always there, watching, noticing? Imagine for a moment that you are a beacon. With every action, every word, every gesture, you are sending out signals. These signals, they're not just white noise. They are messages that are picked up by those closest to you. They shape their perceptions of you, their interactions with you. They are the threads that weave the fabric of your relationships. So ask yourself, what kind of signals are you sending out? Are they positive, uplifting, encouraging? Or are they negative, discouraging, disheartening? Remember, your actions, your words, they're not just impacting you. They are impacting those around you, your friends who are always there, always noticing. This is your chance to reflect, to evaluate, to recalibrate. It's your opportunity to turn a new leaf, to foster stronger, more positive relationships. Start by consciously choosing your actions, by being mindful of your words. Small changes like offering a smile, lending a helping hand, or simply listening when someone needs to talk, can have a profound impact. And as you navigate this journey of self-improvement, remember, you're not alone. Reach out to your friends, share your goals, your aspirations. Their support, their encouragement, it will fuel your progress, it will bolster your resolve. So as we wrap up, I leave you with this thought. Your actions, they are a powerful tool, a beacon that has the potential to attract, to influence, to inspire. Use them wisely, use them thoughtfully. After all, you never know who's watching, who's noticing, who's being influenced by your actions. Remember, anything you do to attract attention attracts your friend, not your enemy. So what message do you want to send? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned today. It all started with an unexpected question, which led us to dissect the intriguing dynamics between friends and enemies. We delved deep into the heart of human interactions, revealing the truth that our friends, those closest to us, are often the ones who notice our actions the most. We explored the power of actions, how they echo louder than words. We discovered that every move we make sends ripples through our social spheres, touching those around us, especially our friends. They are the ones who truly see us, who observe and absorb our actions, our triumphs, and our failures. We also discussed the implications of this concept. The understanding that our friends are our most attentive audience can significantly influence how we navigate our relationships and our personal growth journey. So, the next time you're about to make a move, remember who's really watching.